Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time that you're in. Well, it is 5 o'clock in the morning here where we are at, and I hope you guys are having or will be having an awesome, amazing, productive, blessed day as we will be having. And you guys must be asking, why in the world is a 3-year-old up at 5 o'clock? Well, let me explain to you exactly what's been going on. Well, my husband and I have been trying to train Caleb to have a schedule for a very long time. And as you may or may not know, we moved from New York a year ago, and we have been going through the struggle since he's been in New York, being that we did not have a room available for him in New York City. So now here we have a room, but I've been trying to make the transition from him from being with us to his room as smooth as possible so that he doesn't get traumatized by the whole thing. So we finally got him off our bed, and he's in his own bed, but he's still in our room. Now, we're planning to start putting him in his room, but now what I'm going to do is I am going to start allowing him to take his naps in his room instead of just putting him wherever he has fallen asleep and leave him there, so that he can always wake up to seeing his room and get used to it. So that's the other step that we're taking. Okay, so now the sleeping habit. We're trying to put him to sleep pretty early in the night, about 8 o'clock in the night. But the problem with Caleb is, for some reason, he thinks it's a nap, and he will wake up within the 3 hours. And usually what I do is that when Caleb falls asleep at night, I'll run and get a couple of things done that I was not able to get done. Either it's editing my YouTube, or it's cleaning something, or it's just whatever it is. So he wakes up within the 3 hours, and I'm focused in doing what I'm doing, and I'll just allow him to either go with his sister or play with his toy, whatever it is, which that was my mistake. So what I do now is that I still put him at 8 o'clock to sleep. I give him his nice warm bath. I put his little PJs on. I get him nice and cozy. I'll read him a book, and then I put him to sleep. Either that, or I'll just rock him to some, soothing music, and he'll fall asleep. And he still wakes up at 3. So instead of just letting him run around, go with his sister, play with his toys, I'll grab him and I'll put him back to sleep. And you may say, well, that's great. We got a schedule going, right? No. Before New Year hit, I had decided that I wanted to wake up way before everyone else, which was at 5 o'clock in the morning. The reason why I wanted to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning was to be able to get the biggest things done before everyone else wakes up, which is the main person is this little one. Well, guys, guess what? Guess what? Caleb wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning as well. So, of course, I was not going to wake up from 5 and stay up from 5 to 9 o'clock or 5 to 8 o'clock with this little one here. No. Anyone that is a parent will know that that is really hard to do, to be up with a child from 5 to 9 o'clock. Wasn't having it. My purpose was to wake up, to have some time for myself, to get some stuff done. It wasn't to be dealing with the running or the crying or the whining. No, that was not, no. So I would just go back to sleep. I would just get him back to sleep, and I would just fall back to sleep myself, because that wasn't going to happen. So I said to myself, I felt kind of defeated, because I need to get myself done. I wanted to be consistent with YouTube. I wanted to really get consistent with my workouts. I just wanted to get consistent with my schedule overall. And so I sat down with myself and started thinking, and I said, what can I do? So I came across this idea, and I'm hoping it works out, is to, instead of putting him to sleep when he wakes at 5 o'clock in the morning, is to keep him up and keep him up until 8 o'clock that he takes a nap. And the reason why I changed my mind is because what I'll do is that I'll just dedicate 5 to 8 to him. I'll, as you may or may not know, I'm homeschooling my son. I'll do his lessons during the very early in the morning, give him, like a little morning, breakfast snack, being that it's 5 o'clock in the morning. At 7 o'clock, I'll give him his breakfast. We'll read a little bit more than I usually read to him, because by the time I wake up, my schedule was so cramped up and so rushed that I just rushed pretty much everything. So by me waking up at 5 o'clock, now maybe I can take more time to play with him, more time to just do things with him. But I'm hoping that by me doing this, when he takes a nap, that he doesn't give me a little bogus 30-minute, 1 hour nap, which I'm scared that that's what's going to happen, because it just defeats the whole purpose of me waking up early, because now I have him longer to, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Because if at least he gives me 3 hours, I can probably get a good amount of things done. And I don't mean my whole entire schedule, but what I mean, but what I mean is the big bulks of things that I want to do that I can't do. Like, see, for instance, if I'm going to edit something, I can't do that with him. You'll hear him in the background either crying, whining, or laughing, or screaming, or yelling, and I can't give you, good content without a child in the background always having some kind of tantrum or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping this works out for me. My second issue that I'm having is that I'm having problems going to sleep early. One, because I'm not used to it. Two, because my mind is just full of so much. And yes, I do write down everything that I need to do for the next day. So it's not here, but it's there in the paper. But I still my mind seems to still, go round and round and round and round and round. And I can't get that sleep. So for me to not get that sleep, to wake up at 5 o'clock, and to be up from 5 all the way to 9, or to the time that I fall asleep, yeah, it's a little difficult. So there's a lot of things that I'm hoping that does work out. If not, I have to think of something, which I have no idea what else it would be. Yeah, guys. So I hope that maybe, I don't know, I encourage someone out there that regardless of what their challenge is when it comes to their child, that there should be some way somehow to get through it. It just takes about sitting down and just planning it out and trying to schedule and trying to work with one thing, see if it works or not, and then just go on to the next one. But yeah, so that's why we're up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to go and take advantage. I'm going to give him a morning breakfast snack, being that's too early for breakfast. 7 o'clock, I'll give him his breakfast, and we'll just do our lesson plan. Then we'll play, and then hopefully by 8 o'clock, I'll start getting him, tired, so that hopefully by 8:15, 8:45, the most, he'll be asleep. Right, Bubba?
I'm starving.
You're starving. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, guys. I hope. Wish me luck. Wish me luck, because Mama needs some me time. I need some quality me time. Yes, I need some quality me time, and I need to be able to get everything done without feeling that I'm being rushed, or, like I don't have enough time in my day. So
I'm starving.
You're always starving. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having a awesome, productive day. If not, then Try to have an awesome, productive day. I see ya soon. Bye-bye.